Hello guys, welcome to part 3 of the course Learn to Code from Scratch with Python 3. So we will look into some of the advanced topics which will be required to learn any programming language. So these topics are not only specific to Python, these topics are also falls into some other programming language as well, like C++, Java, but the major difference you will find that the syntax. The reason behind it to telling all these things, because I want that once you finish this course, it should be work as an enabler for you to learn any programming language, and you can apply the knowledge which you will gain from here to learn any programming language. As I mentioned in early of this course, every programming language has some common elements. We understand that means we have covered 70% of any programming language, and the remaining 30% varies from the syntax perspective. So let's jump into the discussion and look into what are the topics which we are going to cover in this part of the course. So far in this journey, we have seen in the part 1 and learned about how to write code, and where we have discussed about how to start coding programming and any language. We have also seen that basic building block of any programming language. Then we have seen about how to map the basic building block concept of programming language to the Python programming. And we have also seen the programming paradigm, where we have seen that procedural programming, how to write a program. Then we have also seen that functional programming, declarative programming, where I have given you an example. And functional programming, we have written some functions in our part 2 of the course. Now, once we finish part 1, then we move further and look into the part 2 of the course, where we have learnt about all these topics which we have discussed in detail, where we have learnt about Python overview, Python programming core elements, flow control, iteration, tools to convert requirement to program. These topics we have discussed. Then we have seen functions, variable scoping, advanced concept, where we have seen higher order function like filter, map and reduce. Then we have also seen that how to use existing function and create a new function with the help of currying technique. We have discussed this thing. Now we are moving further, and now we are looking into part 3, where we will be discuss about object oriented programming in the part 3. So what are the topics which we are going to cover here? Let's look into that. So basically, first I want to make you comfortable with the jargons. So these topics are very much important. So I want that you should learn about all these jargons. The types of jargon you will get over here is that what is classes, what is object, then what are the pillars of object oriented programming. So we will look into all these things from the next session onward. Once you will comfortable with these jargons, we will look into that how to convert all these jargon into Python classes, where we will look into that how to define a Python classes. We will look into some of the keywords meaning. We will look into how to print out the object, how to adding an instance method. Then we will look into del keyword, how the automatic memory management is happening. We will discuss about intrinsic attributes. Once we are comfortable with that, then we will move further and look into the classes and the variables method, where we will discuss about how in Python we can write the class variable, we can use the class variable, how we can write the classes and the method within Python. Once you are comfortable with that, then we will look into that what is a static method in object oriented programming and how we can write in Python. So we will look into the static method details. Once you feel comfortable with the static method, we will look into one of the pillars of object oriented programming and how do we can achieve within Python, that is inheritance, how we can achieve inheritance within Python. Once you are comfortable with that, then we will look into the overriding method, that is also again one of the pillar of object oriented programming called polymorphism, how we can achieve this thing with the help of overriding method. Once you are comfortable with that, then we will look into some of the access modifier. This is a really important topic, why to use access modifier, what is access modifier and how we can achieve within Python. We will look into this topic. Once you feel comfortable, then we will move further and look into how we can handle the error and exceptions within Python. So because whenever we write any program, it is really necessary to handle the errors if any error is coming at the runtime, so that user will get a better experience of using your program instead of some haphazard error or say some cluttery message of error user will get. Instead of that, we can handle that error if any error is happening, and we will give a proper information about why he is getting the error, so that we can understand that how to handle errors and exceptions. Once you feel comfortable, then we will look into that what are the modules and packages available in Python, and we will also look into that how to package modules. So these are the topics coming from the next session onwards. So see you in the next session. Till then, bye bye.